Hey, good evening and good morning, everyone. We are on our final day today. We are completing our self-love series today, which we had started months ago. If I am not wrong, at least 3.5 months we have been doing this. We have covered everything: physical self-love, emotional self-love, mental self-love, financial self-love. Today is our final day on financial self-love, our third and final day. So, what we do today is I am giving you this before so that just in case you haven't prepared, you can get that. You need a pen and a paper. Okay, you need a pen and paper because you need to write something. And of course, you need a burning equipment. So you might just grab yourself a candle, some matchstick, something with which you can burn it. So this is the writing and burning technique, one of the most common and famous technique that we have been using for healing purpose. Just in case you're not at home, you're in an office environment or something, and you cannot write and burn, you can write everything down in your mobile phone, but post that you have to select it and delete it absolutely immediately. Okay, no keeping that message and don't send that message to someone. You have a U option in your mobile phone. So you can go to your mobile phone in a WhatsApp or in a chat, write down everything, and you have to immediately delete it. Okay, there is no way in which you're keeping that message at all. Next point, again, if you can write it, it is a better version because when you write it, the energy physically comes out of you. And if you cannot burn it immediately, you can tear off all the paper into bits and pieces, like thousands of pieces, and flush them down or throw them into the dustbin. Okay, so that is the technique that we will be following today. And on Friday, we have the Sharnagati session. From Monday onwards, we start the ancestral forgiveness, ancestral healing. That is very important because we will be stepping into the Pitra Paksh. So that's why today is the last session of the self-healing series. So what do we have to write? So once you have your items ready, what do you need to write? लिखना क्या है? And ये healing हमें कैसे करेगा? So what we are focusing right now is financial self-love. So we have already discussed over the last few days that how do you show financial self-love? One of the very important thing, try to realize how do you behave, how do you react, what is your first thought forms when you receive money, when you earn money, when you receive money from someone, when you receive money for your expenses as your pocket money. What is your first reaction? What is your first thought? And when you spend money, when you go to spend money, what are your thoughts? What are your reactions regarding yourself? Okay. Because remember, here our focus is self. Here our focus is not general financial forgiveness or general financial healing or how are we dealing with money with others. That is not our focus here. We have done those in our other sessions. But here our focus is only self. So, what will you write today? You will write whatever you have reflected in the past 2 days. Whatever you have felt, you have realized, you have inner reflected. Wherever you felt that you have a negative attitude towards money regarding self, you need to write that down and then we are going to burn it. Wherever you have felt that you are not being able to spend money on yourself, you are easily spending money on others, but when it comes to yourself, you are becoming too strict. You are not being able to take out the money for your self expenses. That is what you need to write and burn. If you have a memory from your childhood, even if it is a long story, long back, maybe in your childhood or at the time of your marriage or something, you have some kind of a memory which triggers you when you try to spend for yourself, when you try to receive money. That triggers you. So you can write that down and burn it. So I'll give you some examples that will make you easy. So for myself, when I was inner reflecting, one memory which kept coming back to me again and again is, like when I was very young, absolutely like some 7, 8, 9 years old. My family was not very well off. So that time I have seen my parents, my family go through a lot of financial problem. Now I remember me being that small when I hardly had any idea how the electricity works or how everything works. I used to feel, that like I used to try to save money in the smallest possible way for myself. Like I will not spend money. I will not ask for anything. Right from that very, very young age, I had the thought form that I'll never ask for anything from my parents because if they can't afford it, they will be hurt. So I remember training my brain. I never asked for a chocolate. I never asked for anything. I never asked for gifts. I never asked for anything. So I have those memories in me. And I used to do a very stupid thing, very silly thing, because I had no clue how this electricity works. I used to think that if, the fan that used to operate, if the fan operates at 5 speed, like, at the highest speed, it takes more electricity. So the electricity bill is going to go high. So when I used to be alone in my room studying or working or playing, I would put the fan speed at 1. I used to save electricity like that. And when I was the last 2 days, when I was reflecting on self love, that memory somehow just kept coming back to me. I don't know why. It was somewhere down in my brain. I, of course, don't do the silly thing now. I have other ways of saving money and earning money. But that time, I being that little girl, little Piyali, I remember I used to sit in the room, I used to sweat, I used to be in a very hot place because I thought my little brain gave me the idea that if you use the fan at lower speed, you're going to use less electricity and the bill that is going to be generated is going to be lesser. So that was lack of self love, but I have that energy deep, 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 deep within me. That little 8, 9 year old Piyali has that energy. So today, when I write, I will actually write that down and burn it because this memory doesn't come to me every now and then, right? I've forgotten about that story. But the last 2 days, when we were inner reflecting, this memory kept coming back to me. I used to do that years ago, 30, 32 years ago. I used to do that. So I need to bring it down into pen and paper and burn it. बिकॉज अगर वो याद आ रही है, अगर वो घटना याद आ रही है जब मैं सेल्फ लव के बारे में सोच रही हूँ तब, मतलब वो एनर्जी कहीं ना कहीं अभी भी मेरे सिस्टम में है. आज मास्टर्स ग्रेस, गॉड्स ग्रेस, आज मुझे फैन एक स्पीड पे नहीं चलाना पड़ता है until unless I'm feeling cold. until I am really feeling cold, मुझे फैन नहीं चाहिए, मैं उसको एक स्पीड में चलाती हूँ, वो अलग बात है. बट बचपन में जो काम मैं करती थी मनी को बचाने के लिए, कि मैं खुद सफर करूंगी, मैं गर्मी में बैठ जाऊंगी, मैं थोड़ा अनकंफर्टेबल हूँ, ठीक है चलेगा, पर पेरेंट्स के लिए बिल ज्यादा नहीं आना चाहिए. राइट. बहुत सिली चीज है ना, पर वो छोटी सी बच्ची करती थी वो काम. वो एनर्जी अभी भी मेरे अंदर होगा, तभी तो मुझे याद आ रहा है. तो वो मुझे लिख के जलाना है. I have to bring out all those things which I have done in the form of lack of self love. Even when maybe now I need to think more. जब हम लिखने बैठूंगे ना तब और याद आएगा क्या किया क्या नहीं किया. How many times I have spent my entire savings on somebody else and I have not kept anything for myself. Lack of self love. Right, burn. Every time you have prevented yourself from spending money for necessities, not luxuries. I'm not talking about luxuries, necessities. And you have not been able to spend that money. It has hurt you. It is there inside you as a hurt, as a pain, as a trauma. Maybe you have cried. Maybe you have prayed to God that God, why is this happening to me? Why can't I spend for myself? Why can't I prioritize myself? Any such thing that comes to you need to write it and burn it. Because if you don't do it today, it will remain within you forever and it will keep hurting you. Okay? If you have a weakness, if you have any kind of negative attitude towards money connected to self, remember it's all about self. Don't write about others today. That is not our cause of concern today. Only self and money. If you have a trauma, if you have a wrong memory, if you have a sadness, if you have a wrong thought, if you are trying to overcome a weakness, write it down and burn it. Okay, so let's start the process. Everybody, start with the pen and the paper. You have a nice, good 15 minutes in hand. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time. 15 मिनट समय लीजिए, pen or paper लीजिए, write down whatever negativity comes to you in the form of your self-love, in the form of connected to money, and then we are going to burn that paper, remove those energies from us. Okay, so let's start. Please start the process. Do not worry about your handwriting. Do not worry about your spelling, क्योंकि इसे कोई पढ़ेगा नहीं. हम इसे लिखेंगे और जला देंगे. If you feel like crying, you can cry. If you feel like screaming, shouting, go ahead and do that. But bring out the energy from you. We will take 15 minutes time and the times. You can tear up the paper into, as I said, 100,000 pieces and throw them. If you can't burn it, you can just tear it and throw it. 5 minutes more. All right. For those of you who want to continue to writing, it's okay. You may continue writing if you want to. If you are done with your writing, then let's organize the candle. When you burn the paper, you have to release. You have to be aware that you are releasing whatever you have written. You're not holding on to them anymore. You have to consciously keep on saying, keep on thinking that you are releasing whatever you have written, whatever is your past, all the lack of self love that you have had so far. If you wish to continue writing, it's okay. You can just stop listening to me and continue writing. The burning technique is one of the most powerful technique that I have at least experienced in my life. It has helped me every single time. I believe this is the fastest way in which you can release your past, you can release your pain. We have, this is, I think, the fourth time or fifth time or sixth time, I don't even remember, but we are practicing it only in this series, and we have done it so many times before. Whatever you've written, just release and let go. This is past. This is unnecessary. This is just a burden in your life. You're releasing it so that you can make space for the new, for the more better things in your life. So light up the candle. Be aware that it's Lord Agni, the fire god, the beings of light, the beings of fire that is going to help you release and let go. So all my pains, all my sufferings, I let go, I let go, I let go. I completely let go these energies from my system. These are my past. These are my sufferings. These don't stand in my life anymore. I'm a being of light. I choose freedom from all my past negativities today. I choose freedom from whatever is hurt and pain for me today. I release, I release, I release. Make sure every part of that paper is burned. You release them, you let them go. And once you're done, just cut your cords with everything, with the entire painful thing, with the entire memory. Just release and let go. All you need to do is throw the ash later on. That's it. All my past, cut, cut. Keep your eyes closed. Visualize that you have released your past. And now you are going to take right steps for yourself for the future. You will consciously have financial self love in your system. You will consciously be aware that you are creating positive thoughts when you receive money. You are going to earn money, tremendous amount of money, but not at the expense of yourself. You will be able to attract prosperity and abundance along with self love now. You will do those work which is going to give you self satisfaction along with prosperity and abundance. You will work intelligently, and the abundance and prosperity of the universe is going to open up to you. You're going to work to earn money. At the same time, that same work, that same money that is coming to you is going to bless you with good karma. It is going to be healthy money, healed money, blessed money, ever growing money, easy money. Money flows to me easily. Whenever I receive money, whether it be from my spouse, from my parents, whether it be a gift, I'm going to receive it with happiness, with joy. Because that money wanted to come to me. It is not just a gift. That money chose to come to me. Destiny, the universe decided that this money has to go to you. The reason that money is coming to you. Be aware that you are attracting money, prosperity, properties, assets, gifts, jewelries from the whole universe. People are ready to pay to you. People are valuing your time, valuing your efforts, valuing your work. And now, when you spend money, it's also very easy for you to spend money, especially on yourself, because you have good self esteem. You feel that I deserve this experience. I deserve a good spending. I deserve a good dress. I deserve the good food. I deserve a good um, experience that I'm going to get from a spa, from a medical treatment, from something that I'm going to spend for. I'm a beautiful soul. I am not going to hoard money. मैं पैसे को बांध के नहीं रखने वाली हूँ, मैं पैसे को आराम से आने दूंगी एंड मैं उसे स्पेंड भी करूंगी. Because remember, when you spend money, somebody else is earning. So it's okay, it's a nice process. I am helping in generating a good process of money in the universe. Lots and lots of money is coming to me. I am saving lots and lots of money, and at the same time, I'm helping thousands and thousands of people earn money as well. I will be a generator of money. I will be a custodian of money. I'm going to respect money. And I'm going to use money to make my own life and life of many, many other people better and better day by day in every way. I'm going to look good. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to spend good. I'm going to generate tremendous amount of good karma with money. I'm going to learn the science of money. Thank you, God. Thank you, all the great, great beings, for blessing me with tremendous amount of self-love connected to money. Physically be conscious. Inhale and exhale slowly, gently. Make a positive thought form of one or two things that you're really going to change in your life connected to money. Maybe you can create a thought form that I always wanted to have a very nice, expensive coffee in my life. I'm going to really get up after this meditation today, go ahead and purchase that coffee and enjoy that coffee without the thought form that I'm spending a little too much on this coffee. एक छोटा सा थॉट फॉर्म बनाइए, कुछ भी हो सकता है वो, एज स्मॉल एज अ कप ऑफ कॉफी. पर कोई एक ब्रांड ऑफ कॉफी है जो थोड़ा एक्सपेंसिव है ना, आपने हमेशा सोचा है, चाहा है कि वो कॉफी मैं पीऊं. आज आप सच में उठ के जाके वो कॉफी पीने वाले हो खुद के लिए. यू गोइंग टू स्पेंड दैट मनी ऑन योरसेल्फ. और मे बी यू गोइंग टू बुक अ मसाज फॉर योरसेल्फ, अ मसाज व्हिच यू थॉट के इट विल बी अ लिटिल टू मच, थोड़ा खर्चा हो जाएगा, बट नहीं, टुडे यू आर गोइंग टू गिफ्ट दैट टू योरसेल्फ. Or maybe you're going to buy a dress, or maybe you're going to pay for your next course. Some expense which you're going to happily do for yourself, happily, without thinking that you're going to spend this money on yourself, without having a negative thought form. Just one small thing. It can be anything and everything. Pay for your next course, buy a small thing for yourself, book yourself a spa, book yourself a experience somewhere, book yourself maybe a movie or a travel somewhere, or just buy a nice chair for yourself on which you're going to sit and heal, but comfortable nice chair which you wanted to buy from a long time. आज करेंगे उस चीज को, फिजिकली करेंगे, अपने लिए सेल्फ लव आज शो करेंगे. Whatever it be, just create a positive thought form and remember the universe is going to get the money for you. When the universe gets this information that you are ready to show self love, you're ready to use money for yourself, for your own growth, for your own betterment, for your own development, for your own love, the universe is going to help you do that. Feel the happiness, feel the joy. Let us start the twin heart meditation together. May the divine love, light, and power help us get healed today. And as you meditate, I shall be healing you, removing all your inner obstacles, inner blockages that is still preventing you to show self love with money, including all your past traumas, all your self limiting energies will be healed today. Together we invoke, may the beautiful divine love, light, and power of the twin heart meditation help us get healed today. May our God and our Guru help us get healed today. We are super, super receptive and full faith, so be it.